Hey guys, you're watching C1 and Only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. It's very nippy today, very cold, so I'm going to be wearing my jumper. It's my favourite jumper. It's ever so warm. A couple of episodes ago, we built a train track to go above, like a monorail, above road monorail. I've actually completed it all the way round now. I'm going to show you that momentarily. But I asked you guys in the comment section, do you know of any train mods that work? Because I found a couple but they didn't work, and I've had a look at this one, I had a look at that one, and I couldn't get it to work. A load of you kept saying real train mod, use the real train mod, and I had already looked at that one and I couldn't get it to work. Anyway, I thought, well, if all you guys have got it to work, then why can't I? And I thought maybe it's a conflicting mod with one of the other mods that I've got or something like that, but no. Turned out that I just needed another file. Now this mod adds trains and train tracks to your world. In fact, there's a bunch of different looking train tracks. A little bit complicated mod to use. It doesn't help that everything's Japanese as well. The whole mod's Japanese, so it doesn't really explain to you exactly what you need to do. But there we go. Now I've turned the sound down so you couldn't hear it that much because it's a pretty loud train. It's not terribly bad, and getting into it isn't the easiest of things. I think you have to sort of click over here somewhere, but you'll eventually jump into it, and then you can drive it about. Obviously not like a car. You have to stick to the tracks. Let me get in. I want to show everybody. It's so. There we go. We're in. It's one of those awkward mods, awkward hitboxes that you have to try and hit, but you can sit in all of the seats that you want to sit in, and you throttle down, which is quite weird. You need to go down like S key, and down the bottom of the screen you can see there's like this bar. I can move it up and down. Look, if you do it towards the red, that brakes. If you do it to the green, that's sort of like freewheeling, like the handbrake in your car is off. And if you go down, that's sort of acceleration. They do take a little while to get up to speed, but once they get up to speed, they actually go quite fast. In fact, that number gets to about 100, if not above. But it looks totally awesome when you're going around. It's so cool. So what we can do is we can have one going around the way that I'm going around at the moment, and one train on the other side of the track going around that way. And that'll give us like two trains going around at the same time. Obviously, at the moment, it's all floating. The rails above the road are floating. I need to do some stands, you know, to hold the track up and stuff like that. But it actually took quite a long time to get all of this track down and laid and then all decorated nicely. I've got a block, like a different block underneath. You can't see it at this angle, but I've got like cyan underneath it, and it's all sort of hidden away nicely, so the so you can't like see what it's made out of. I really wanted a real polished look. I think we've got it. It goes round corners really well, and you don't have to do just like vertical and horizontal and diagonal like rails. You can do like any degree corner that you want. You can make the corners as big as you want, you can make them as tight as you want, you can do as many wiggles as you want. And I'm using this mod in a very basic way because I've just got like 2 loops of track, but you can do intersections and all sorts. Very powerful train mod. Oh yeah, and I finished off the skyscraper now, so the windows are on all sides. That looks totally awesome as well. And the trains actually look pretty good with the shaders on as well. It looks pretty sick. But yeah, we're shifting now. Just need to it's pretty difficult for the game to actually put the shaders on and then reload up the world while traveling at like 30 blocks per second. How fast are we going? 97. Is that 97 blocks per second? That can't be 97. That can't be 100 blocks per second, can it? But we're actually going as fast as what it can possibly go now. And stopping them, they actually have much better brakes than the cars. I can actually brake and it will actually start slowing down quite quickly. Very much unlike the cars in the the cars that I have, which just have no brakes. And then you get out. But that's pretty cool. I really like it. I really think it's a cool little touch. Today, I want to start on some townhouses. Now, I've been playing, I think you guys have been seeing me online. A couple of you even joined my game. Sorry if I don't speak to you. I don't have my mic plugged in when I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox One there. But I've been playing that, getting some inspiration, getting some ideas for some buildings, you see. Just driving around, finding little spots. And there isn't any townhouses, at least that I could really find on GTA, as in like proper townhouses that I'm thinking of. But Grand Theft Auto 4 did have some, and so did Google. So I had a look at both. I had a look at Google's ones, I had a look at Grand Theft Auto ones, and I think we've got some, like, I think I've got a pretty good picture of compiled things that I want. The first thing that is a must is a stairway that goes up to each house. I want it to go up to the house, not be on like the ground floor. It's a very, very important one. So I suppose we should grab some stairs. Let's grab some stairs here. Probably like court stairs, I think, is a pretty nice. I mean, these ones wouldn't look too bad. It's acacia wood, but it's like a dark stone. No, I'm going to go with the quartz. And then we're probably going to need some iron bars, because I want to do like a little front thing with maybe a little tree out the front. We're also going to need a garage door below each of the houses, because they're not going to be like scum houses, you know, low end houses. I want these houses to look pretty decent, because they're going to be opposite the town hall. Oh, and I think the trees look wonderful underneath the train track as well that we built. Really, really nice. I really like that. Really cool look to it. I think we should probably start with that, and maybe some brick. I don't know if I want to build the houses out of brick, or if I want to build them out of clay and have different clay coloured houses. That would be pretty cool. Maybe we can do a brick one though as well in there. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's grab that. Okay. Oh yeah. These mods, these blocks right here. Let me do it again. These blocks right here, hot stove bricks. That's from the train mod. If you were doing the train mod in survival mode, you have to like have like stoves to smelt down steel. Quite an in-depth mod for survival as well, I think. But I don't know if I'd want to spend that much time grinding. I had a quick look at them, and it was not easy. It was a lot of work, man. So this path is also going to be extended out a couple of blocks. This pathway here. Like this, and I also want to, like I said, get a couple of trees or a tree in front of each house if I can. How's the best way to start this? I think the stairs are going to be on the left of the house, so let's say that the house started there, nicely on the edge. This is where the garage door is going to start, somewhere like that. So let's put this garage door down. Probably a 5-block wide garage door would be pretty nice, something like that. Yeah, no, that looks pretty good. And then put this along here, that along here, and that along here. Yeah. Put this over the top. Always the first part of doing any building is just getting an idea in your head on exactly how you want it to work. Now what I want to do is have the stairway that goes up. Now the doorway doesn't have to be above the garage door. In fact, I think that would be pretty difficult to get a staircase going all the way up there. So I'm going to do one here and behind it. Like that. And then the doorway will start there. 2 wide staircase or 1 wide staircase. 1 wide staircase would probably make more sense, but a 2 wide staircase might look better. No, I think I'll go with 1 wide. We'll go with the 1 wide one. Okay, so then the doorway will go in here. You can put a nice little door on there. I want to retexture the current door that we have in Minecraft to like a PVC white plastic door, because I think that's the most common sort of door that we're going to be using here. We don't have access to the acacia doors and stuff like that because this is Minecraft 1.7. Someone did suggest a good idea of retexturing the 1 wide by 2 high paintings into fake doors. That's a really good idea as well. I actually really like that. Okay, I think I'm actually going to knock this back a little bit and have like an almost like a porch area maybe. Let's take this one out and do some wood. Let's try some wood. It's like a little porch area here. Just maybe that big, nothing bigger than that. And then have the doorway on the end here. There. I think to start off with, that's probably a good, smart idea. It keeps it out of the way of the garage, doesn't it? The garage. And then let's have some sort of cobblestone wall or fence post wall, maybe. Cobblestone wall to go up here. Yeah, imagine sort of you could sit out on here on the nice days and just get like a little glimpse of the weather. These are relatively sort of cheap, well, they're expensive houses because they're right in the middle, but they're small houses, you see. They're going to be thin little townhouses. Okay, I think that's a good start. Now, above this, we want a nice big window. It was a very common thing to see on these townhouses to have pretty much like one large window on the very front and then a large window above it. They're like 2 stories, but not very wide. So we'll have that there and underneath there. Perfect. That's a really nice size for it. And then come up here and up here. And then another window above it. This window I'm going to do square. I don't know if I want to have it with a 1 block gap between or a 2 block gap between the window below. That's a 1 block gap. Ooh. That's what a 1 block gap would look like. I don't think that's quite enough. And I also think that maybe this window should be out. And I reckon we can do that with clay. Like a light coloured clay. It would make the glass of the window a little bit smaller, but would make the building have a little bit more depth. I'm going to do it like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. Glass. We're going to go with normal glass. No point in having any stained stuff on here, I don't think. So we'll have that on there. And then I want, like, a little dark oak. What roof are we doing? Are we doing a grey roof, or are we doing a dark wooden roof? I think maybe like a... I think maybe like a light colour one. Oh, look at these! They would be pretty perfect. They would be, like, really perfect, in fact. I think these nether brick stairs would be best. Let's just have a look at these. I might not use them, but, No way! That's, like, pretty perfect. I actually really like them. And I can get down from the floor as well. It's a shame it's on a half slab, but I think this would actually work. I actually really like that idea. Might as well use them. There we go. That hides that up nicely, doesn't it? Yeah. I think what these were meant to be used for are the, like, stairways up to train tracks and stuff like that. Pretty sure it's from the Railcraft mod. I'm not sure. Or whatever it is, Real Trains mod. Okay, yeah. So let's have these stairs go above here like this. Maybe I'm going to do it 1 block higher. Raise that window up by 1 block. Like this. Oops. Take those out. Put that one in there. That one upside down. That one in there. And that one upside down. Then get some quartz slabs to just run along, just maybe along here. It's just a little bit high, isn't it? I really like that. I don't like this. Maybe if we slab that instead, it just brings it down by that half block. It's still a little bit high. No, I think we're going to change up a little bit more. I'm going to do this wrapping around here with a slab underneath, and then the same on this side. A slab there. Oh, a stair there with a slab underneath. Oh, did that actually make it look smaller? Yeah, no, I like that. Okay, add another block here, and then the window above can start there. Once we've got one, it's going to be so quick from there. Unbelievably fast. Okay, I like that. This one is just going to have a nice window in there, though. Nothing really special in here. Maybe quartz up either side. Like that. Just something to break up the bricks from the glass. Yeah, no, that looks really nice. Very thin townhouse look. It's basically like 3 stories, but the bottom one is like a garage. I tell you what it does look like. I want to swip these around. I tell you what it does look like. Any of you fans of Ghostbusters, like the original Ghostbusters, where they lived in the firehouse, the old firehouse? That's what it sort of looks like. Very thin building. Really cool building, the actual Ghostbusters one. I think I have a model of it somewhere. I can't remember where, though. It was a really cool one. Yeah, that looks better being that way up. Okay, so I don't think maybe a little window, maybe make this porch a little bit wider as well so we can get a decent sized window on here. But basically this is, there's no windows here. This is all just bricked all the way up. And it would be nice to have a window on the end here. So if I made it 3 blocks wide, I could put the door in the middle. And that could also sort of maybe look a little bit nicer as well. Yeah. Yeah, okay, and then line the windows up, so it's going to be on this level here. And then, how many blocks high do we do? 2 blocks high, like that. And then do the same thing up here on that level right there. Is that? Oh, that's a 3 high window. That's a 2 high window. That's a 3 high window. No, I think that's a mistake. I think I want to do it them both 2 blocks high. I think that makes more sense. Okay, so there's the basic blueprint. Now we can really start shifting on with this. We've got the hardest part completely worked out. That's sort of the only hard part about the entire build. We can have this under here, that under there, and for the width back, there's not much point having any windows on the side of the buildings because they're going to be touching. They're actually going to be completely next to each other. So it's just a matter of working out how far back you want the building to go. I think probably about there is good. And then we can fill this in nice and quickly. Set bricks. And down the back here. Do I want to have like a shape to this along the back? I think it would be better because otherwise it would be a very straight back on the building that way, wouldn't it? So if I do it like there, yeah, to there, set brick, and then run it in one, it'll just give that little bit of depth on the back, that little bit of shape and wiggle to it. It won't look quite as boringly flat all the way along. Set that to brick, and set that to brick. Okay, beautiful. Imagine these all next to each other, but each one made out of a different material. That's going to be really, really fun. That's going to be really, really cool. Okay, I like that. I like that. Now, the roof to go on top. I want to have a nice pitched roof on the top here. That one more up. Like this. Perfect. It's an even number, but that's going to work out really, really well. And then behind it, on this part, I want this part to be pitched up as well. So it's going to be up here like this. And it's going to give a really cool roof style. How it's all going to interlock together. That one. And then we're going to want this one along here. Oops. Along here, and then we'll figure out that bit. I can do like some slabs or something like that for that sort of extra block that sticks out, like so. Beautiful. Let's have some bricks now, some stairs, and these are going to come along the edge. Always first do the edge ones. Do I want to have like quartz going around the edge of them as well? That could look pretty cool. Let's get some quartz stairs. Quartz. I don't know if I can get this finished today. I'm having a little bit, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my internet at the moment, and it's making my uploads take a long time to upload. I've always had problems, but at the moment it's becoming a real problem, meaning it's taking me forever to upload my videos, and I upload usually 2 videos a day, apart from on the day that Let's Build a City comes out, where it's only 1 video. It's only Let's Build a City that comes out, and I'm finding it really hard to keep up. So what I might have to do for the time being is actually have my videos a little bit shorter to get around that fact. If they're a little bit shorter, they're not going to be quite as big files, which means I can get them out a little bit quicker. The only trouble is we're like 20 minutes into the video, and I just don't want to stop. I just want to carry on. And I know it's going to make things really awkward for me down the line when I have to upload this video. But if you're seeing it now, I obviously didn't have too much problem, or I managed to get bypass the problem. I tell you what I can do. If it becomes a huge problem, I can go around a friend's house that has really high-speed internet. I'll save up a bunch of videos, and then I can just upload them. That's a pretty smart idea, right? And I can just upload them all there. It'll take me like 2 hours at his to upload like a week's worth of videos, instead of like a whole night to upload one video, which is what is at the moment. It takes me about 13 hours to upload one of these videos to YouTube. Ridiculous, isn't it? I know some of you have very similar internet speeds to me, and you know how frustrating it is if you do this and then you upload a lot of stuff. But yeah, I have some friends that have some very, very high speed internet, which is going to be taken advantage of, I think. So let's have these coming up here now. This is where it all fills in extremely quickly. I think I might take out that quartz one on the other side though. Like, this part is all good, like that. Fill in those like that. There is that sort of missing one. I'll do it like that. Yeah. Yes. Exactly right. But this one I don't think should be quartz. I think this one should be the grey andesite type blocks. Really nice texture, this. All the way up there. Oops. All the way up there. What's the quickest pattern to do this, though? Is it quicker to do one level at a time? Like that? Or is it quicker to do... That was a bike that went past, man. That was going so quick. He was doing like 150 miles an hour at least. Wow. Very silly guy. If he comes off at that speed, it's not going to be pretty for him. That's for sure. Haven't had an accident outside my house for ages, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining. Definitely not. But I got asked the other day from a friend, you know, do you get many accidents outside yours? If you're a long-time subscriber, you'd have heard some stories about some of the accidents and crashes that have happened outside my house. I haven't really talked about any for a while because I haven't had any, so it hasn't really jogged my memory at all. Maybe I should go through some of the older ones for the new subscribers that haven't heard them. But yeah, haven't had any outside recently. Touch wood that there won't be any more, because every time that there is an accident, it always causes trouble for me. Okay, that is a really nice townhouse. I love that. This part here, I think we do something like we done on the front. So something like slabs that run here. No, stairs, because then it gets rid of that little half slab there. Stairs that come down here. Oh, that turns that corner one, doesn't it? And then stairs that run around this one. Like that. Like that. Nope. Oops. No, I liked it how I had it the first time. Like that. And then put these in like this. Now that's going to cause a little bit of trouble later on when I copy and paste them next to each other. But that looks pretty nice. We need to have the cobblestone wall back to go on here. About that height, I think. And then I think quartz slabbed above. Like that. And I think that's going to do it. I think that's all we've got time for this episode. Next episode, we'll start copy and paste these next to each other. Get some different colours of clay and stuff like that to really make them stand out. It's going to be a real feature, I think, of the map. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. And we shall see you in the next episode.